How to raise your intelligence level related finance. Many of us have more financial knowledge than we think. In fact, financial IQ is a measure of how well you understand the components of money and debt. Unfortunately, when it comes to budgeting and saving money, you still have a long way to go. So how do you improve your financial IQ? Making the appropriate choices about your finances in light of the circumstances you find yourself is a significant component of having solid financial intelligence. The first step in achieving your financial objectives is to ensure that you have a solid grasp of the foundations of basic finance. You probably have a general concept of how to manage money working in your head already. Your capacity to amass cash and keep it in good order is directly proportional to the level of financial literacy you possess. So, the next thing you should do is work to enhance this. It is also essential to be aware that having a higher financial IQ increases your earning potential, quality of life, the safety of your financial portfolio, security of your retirement savings, and financial stability. All of these benefits are worth understanding. Improving your financial IQ will take some time and work, but the moment you decide to invest in yourself, you make the first step toward investing in a brighter future. Number 1, study up on your financial situation. A wealth of information is accessible to help you improve your financial decision making, and you can access all of this information online. You have access to all that you could need for success right at your fingertips. You may learn about everything happening in the financial market by reading your morning newspaper, turning on the radio, or turning on your computer. It will inform you on whether or not it is anticipated that interest rates will go up, down, or remain the same, as well as whether or not any changes in the policy of the government would affect specific parts of the economy. You may always go to the bookstore or the local library or look things up on your phone or laptop to gain the information you want if you find that you require further knowledge. The resources you need are available if you put forth the effort to find them. Consider the aspect of personal finance you want to become more knowledgeable about and proceed from that point. There are publications available containing information regarding personal finance topics such as budgeting, investing, and creating an emergency savings fund if you are interested in learning more about these topics. Some highly suggested books are Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki and The Total Money Makeover by Dave Ramsey. Both of these authors are experts in personal finance, but if watching videos is more your thing, a considerable number of videos are available on YouTube. Keep in mind that each person's financial circumstances are unique, so it's possible that some of these recommendations won't apply to you. Nevertheless, remember to have an open mind at all times. Investigating your available resources is to gain knowledge and determine what approaches are successful for you. Having access to all this information, though, may make it somewhat more challenging for you to judge your finances. It may potentially make things more difficult because there are so many resources you can't pay attention to them. Thus, it is up to you to choose which ones are more significant and trustworthy than the others. Number 2, evaluate the state of your finances at present. How would you describe the present state of your financial situation? If you have no idea what to do, you should look at your bank accounts to figure out how much money you have and how much you owe. Remember that you're doing this to better yourself, so try not to let the fact that it's a little scary distract you from the fact that it's ultimately beneficial. You should also make sure that you develop a list of your assets and what they are worth, since doing so assists in determining your net worth. Monitoring this figure enables you to comprehend the relationship between your revenue and your net worth, as well as the specific destination of that cash. You are allowed to see how your obligations evolve, as well as whether or not your net worth has been growing. To determine your net worth, take the entire value of all your assets and deduct the total amount you owe on all your debts. Simply being aware of how much money you bring in is not enough. You should also be mindful of your net worth, since just keeping tabs on your income won't give you the whole picture of your financial situation. Whether you look at your income, you won't be able to get an accurate picture of your current financial situation, since it won't tell you if you have debt or if your wealth is increasing over time. Number 3, keep an eye on your expenditures. When money slips past your finger like sand, it's an opportunity to find out where it's going. Realizing how much money you have in the bank will not be enough. Tracking your expenditures help you manage your money by keeping track of all your costs and separating the important ones from those you can do without. Know if you're buying food, entertainment, clothing, etc. If an expenditure seems excessive, reduce it. If you can't recall where you spent your money, maintain a notebook or diary. Create a budget after knowing your spending. By assigning specific monthly amounts, you may preserve financial security. Therefore, there is always the temptation to spend money on various forms of extravagance. Every one of us has at least one item on our wish list, and although some of them are within our financial means, some are not. A brand new automobile, the latest technologies, jewelry, and expensive clothing, among other things. The list might go on forever. You may want to buy these products, but saving up for them shows your rising financial IQ. Try to avoid impulsive purchases, and if you want something beyond your budget, save up for it before purchasing it. Impulse buys will hurt your finances. Before purchasing anything, consider your financial objective. Number 4, you may improve your IQ by getting financial assistance. You may have been obtaining information and handling things on your own up until now, but it might be challenging when you first start. You always have the option of enrolling in financial courses or attending seminars that may help you learn more about money. All of this seems too much to handle. However, if going to school is not currently an option for you and you are attempting to get your financial situation in order, it is in your best interest to consult an experienced financial advisor. This would be necessary mainly if your current financial position is rather complicated, such as in the case of investments, which may need their experience to proceed successfully. The broad breadth of information that financial advisors possess concerning all aspects of money enables them to assist clients in better managing their finances. Employing the services of a professional not only lets you calculate the exact amount you are responsible for paying, but also enables you to determine how you might claim refunds and save money on your taxes. Tax Planner assists you in planning the lowest possible tax bill and reducing your tax liability in the future without violating any laws. Remember that no one expects you to have complete knowledge of everything. As long as you are prepared to take advice and improve, there is no shame in asking for assistance. Number 5, invest in your success. Improving your financial IQ does not require you to devote all your resources to taking classes on personal finance. Putting money into improving yourself and your talents might offer you more financial opportunities. It wouldn't hurt to have a couple more abilities and certificates under your belt. They may help you stand out, which is very helpful considering how competitive the job market has grown in recent years. There is a possibility that enrolling in a certification program may need a financial outlay on your part. Nonetheless, doing so may prove to be worthwhile in the long term. You may even acquire a better, higher paid job. Do some study to determine which certificates are the most appropriate for you. Number 6, network. Building a solid network is another crucial step that may help you extend your financial literacy and enhance your financial intelligence. Building and sustaining a network of financially savvy individuals with a wealth of financial advice is of tremendous assistance. A strong network often includes not just friends and family members, but also strangers one has met via various other means, such as at a social gathering or in some different setting. One never knows when a chance encounter may result in a new job opportunity or the provision of cash aid in the time of need. Keeping your choices open and making connections with people from a broad range of backgrounds allows you to take advantage of a more significant number of potential chances. Suppose you need to advise on investments on credit, for example. In that case, someone in your network may be able to share their perspective based on experience and assist you in making prudent investment selections or improving your credit score. Your path to better managing your finances might get off to a strong start just by asking yourself a few questions. Number 7, save money as a priority. It should be no surprise that individuals with high financial IQ make saving money a regular part of their routine. Make it a habit to save money each month. No matter how much you bring in, you should do this regardless of how much you bring in. At any point in your life, you should make it a priority to save money. Doing so teaches you to budget your money more effectively and enabling you to establish an emergency savings account. You may use your savings to support your short-term and long-term objectives conveniently, and you won't have to worry about taking out a loan or adjusting your usual spending. Developing the practice of saving money, whether for short-term objectives, retirement, or investment purposes, is a beneficial habit to establish. If there is a sector in which you are interested in investing, you have a wide variety of opportunities from which to choose, such as the stock market, real estate, fixed deposits, currencies, etc. But before you invest your money somewhere, make sure you complete all your homework beforehand and find out the ups and downs of the market you're trying to enter into so that you can make excellent and stable returns. Number 8, make a commitment to develop good financial habits. Starting your road to financial security is a big commitment that will take time. It is not going to be simple all the time. You'll need to remind yourself not to indulge and save for long-term objectives. We assume we have enough money to spend on everything we want, but the reality isn't always that simple. It might surprise you with a vehicle accident or job loss. Instead of concentrating on what we can't control, we should focus on what we can. It needs financial IQ to invest your money securely for the unexpected. Shake off your financial concerns. Your financial IQ will increase if you adopt good financial habits. It is crucial to remember that the journey to achieving financial security is a marathon, not a sprint, even if the process will take some time. I hope you liked and learned something from today's video. If you want to keep improving and being inspired, subscribe and press the bell button to be alerted whenever we upload a video. This has been Market Profits Institute.